Great morning, holy brothers and sisters! For the 17th of SHEVAT in the Kitzur Likutei Moharan, today's lesson will be called Mouthing Malchus. It is impossible to attain the inner attachment to God, embodied and outwardly marked by the tefillin, except by sanctifying and rectifying one's speech. For speech corresponds to Malchus, kingship, which is in the mouth, Likutei introduction, and it is also an aspect of the sea and God's name Adonai, as expressed in the verse God Adonai opened my lips, Tehillim 51:17. When a person abuses his speech, which is the breath of the mouth of the Holy One, blessed be He, the breath of his mouth is thereby transformed into a raging storm wind. To explain further, of the 27 letters in the Hebrew alphabet, including final consonants, any of the 10 vowel points can be applied to each letter, totaling 270. Now, when a person abuses his speech, the 270 letters of speech, which is an aspect of God's name Adonai, then become Se'ara, a storm. For Samach He, the first and last letters of Se'ara have the numerical value of 65, which is equivalent to the numerical value of Adonai, and Resh Ayin, the two middle letters of Se'ara, have the numerical value of 270, corresponding to the 270 letters in the Hebrew alphabet. This raging storm wind of blemished speech is the great accuser. From it come all the accusations and tests that beset a person. This raging storm wind is the after the words, as it is written in the Holy Zohar 1:119b, i.e., it is the impure force that leaches vitality from a person's blemished speech, and it is the same raging storm wind that ravages a person's body, Likutei 18. Furthermore, all of the slander and evil that are spoken about a person come from the same raging storm wind. For such destructive speech is termed an end to all flesh, Bereshit 6:13, in that it wreaks an end for all flesh, i.e. for all people. Mouth makes Malchus, slandering speech storms Se'ara. People who judge everyone else negatively and who are always scrutinizing other people's flaws are the embodiment of the other side and the end of all flesh. Such people constantly seek to wreak an end and destruction, God forbid, and to arouse strict judgment, to slander and to accuse. Most of these people's destructive power derives from their victims' own abuse of speech, and the main means for subduing and nullifying their power is through rectifying one's speech. Always alter, arousing abusive accusations. Every person must see to it that he makes the end of all flesh subordinate to holy speech. In other words, he must remove from the other side all of the blemished speech that fell to it through his speaking in an unholy fashion. Furthermore, he must elevate speech to its source and rectify it. Then he will merit the true attachment to God, which is embodied and manifest in the tefillin. As always, thank you so much for learning together. If you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like, comment, share, and borrow. And please God, we'll learn again tomorrow.